Welcome everyone today. We are here joined by the Colorado School of Mines Board Diggers as they defeated St. Edwards Hilltoppers in the opening game of the South Central Regional Tournament by a score of 11-3. To my left, or to the left, we have sophomore pitcher Tyler Blomster. To our middle, we have Coach Jared Goodale, and to our right, junior first baseman Jay Seltzer. So with that, we will start things off with opening comments from the head coach, and then we'll open it up to questions for the media.
Obviously I think we played well today. I thought it was important getting off to a lead. I think our last few games were the opposite. We got down early, so it was good to see scoring in the first, especially with 2 outs, kind of getting one there, and with a big 2-out hit, and then Tyler throwing up zeros, and then the 6th spot. I think we capitalized on that. On a few mistakes they had in that inning, and then we got zeros after we scored until the 9th, and finished it out. Tyler did his thing and threw up a bunch of zeros for us.
Tyler, obviously a great start for you, but you didn't see him earlier in the year. You didn't make the start, didn't appear in the game against them. Do you feel like that was an advantage for you going against their hitters, or did you put at a disadvantage?
Yeah, I felt like them not seeing me gave me a little advantage, not knowing my slider or my changeup or what I had, how good I located. And so just that was a big advantage, and throwing up zeros early, giving our guys opportunities to put runs up, give us a lead. That was big. So, yeah.
Jace, good day for you, obviously. Home run and a double out there. But obviously the lefty-lefty matchup. Did you find that difficult going against Lawson?
I mean, obviously I had a pretty good day, so I'm not going to say I found it difficult, but it just got back. I think I got back to doing what makes me good, is having a good approach, seeing the ball well, swinging good pitches, and I finally got back to that. Got away from that a little bit last weekend, so getting back to that was big for me. For me, it's not really who's out there, it's controlling what I can control and sticking to my approach and doing what I do best.
Sticking with you as far as the way the defense played, obviously held it down, got back to turning double plays, which there's a long lull there. What do you think really helped with that?
I think just playing on field where we actually can read a hop and we know where the ball's going to be definitely helps. Tyler's getting ground balls out there for us. They're in big spots. I mean, it's not like we haven't turned in a while, but not because they hadn't been there. We just finally executed on some double plays and actually made the plays this time, which were big for us.
Coach, he's not here today, but made a start at third base, only his second or third start at third base this team in Gabe Garvin's. What was that move, and were you happy with his performance?
Yeah, no, I think obviously I thought he had one of the biggest hits early on for us, and to get that 6th spot going, for Lawson's good. He's a good pitcher. Obviously, we've seen him, and he threw really well against us the first time we played him in Golden. And I just thought Gabe could get a fastball. If he came up in the right spot, and he could get on one. And we were fortunate enough to have a couple guys on, and his only hit, it was a big one. It was a big spot in the game, and I think that really. When you can get something out of your 9-hole like that, for extra bases or driving guys in, especially early on in a game, in a 2-1 game, after they take the lead and we're down. So I think that kind of, gave us a spark, to be honest with you. I think, and that's what the move was for. We were trying to find somebody that could maybe give us a spark, and I thought it worked out. And then also just kind of being in the flow of the game if we had to bring him in on the backside, pitching-wise. And then bring some other guys in. So it worked out good. It worked out good for us, and we were lucky. Gabe put a good swing on one in a big spot in the game and drove a couple in, kept it going.
Tyler, looking at your success, obviously went 8 innings, well over 100 pitches. At any point there, were you feeling tired? Did you want to go the 9th?
Yeah, I wanted to go the 9th, but it ended up being better for the team that I came out there. And pitch count got up early. They did a good job of getting to me. I was a little out of control there at the beginning, but once I got in my groove, I kept pitch count down and was able to keep going and get to the 8th. So get through the 8th.
I think that was a big part on both sides. I think both offenses did a really good job of getting pitch counts up on both the starters early, and I think both of them were, I think, at about 87 through the same inning, maybe like the 5th or 6th or something like that. So, they're a good club. Obviously, we have a lot of respect for them and the way they play the game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them later on. They got a good team. So.
And then Tyler, as he kind of alluded to earlier, Jace, about the double plays. Every single time it seemed like they got a man on, and then you kind of killed momentum with a double play. So how important was that as the game kind of went?
That was huge. Just getting leadoff runner score, I think 60 or 70% of the time. So just having them on kind of sucked, but just getting a ground ball that our guys could work with and turn was huge, absolutely huge. To keep my pitch count down and get us out of big innings for them. So.
Jace or coach, or even Tyler, but any feelings of redemption after earlier this year? Obviously, St. Ed's is your only extra inning game of the year, where they put together quite the comeback. Was there a feeling of redemption for this, or was that kind of gone from your memory and this was a new season?
I think it's definitely a new season, and after playing a series with them, we felt better just kind of knowing who they were and knowing how we match up against them. We felt good. So I don't think we're too worried. I don't think it was redemption so much as them. I think if there was any sort of redemption, it was from last weekend. Felt like we left a lot out there last weekend, so it was big for us to come back and play how we're capable and get back to doing what we do. We feel like we should be doing.
For sure. Finally, looking forward, Coach. Obviously, you'll play the winner of Colorado Mesa and Kingsville, both teams you've seen this year. You have a preference on who you see?
Everybody's good. You get to this time of the year, everybody's good. I think we've played Mesa 8 times, so we're very familiar with them. Again, you have to be good teams in the postseason. Everybody here is good, and like Jay said earlier, we got to just control what we can control and focus on the game and not who we're playing. So.